Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st through the 10th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Oh, I love it. That's beautiful, Gemini. Oh, wow. Your clarifying cards are a double wish. That's beautiful. You have here your soul's wish, kind of that wish that you keep deep down inside yourself that you might not even let other people know. And then you have that wish that you let that people know about you, that you've always wanted. And you're getting closer and closer to that. Oh my gosh, Gemini. This is beautiful. Okay, so your first card is the Four of Cups. And I have to say that from this card, I'm getting a sense that you need to just step back. You do. You need to take time for you. You need to rest. You need to recuperate. You need to center yourself. And I'm just focusing in on the tumult of the water here. If you can see that. Just that little bit of that waterfall that's starting. And it's almost as if your emotions have been really kind of shaken. Not as shaken, but yeah, there's a bit of raging emotions. It doesn't last long, okay? It's kind of as if you have maybe a bit of a freak out, a bit of an oh my gosh moment, and then things start to settle. But you need to take time for yourself. You need to step back, calm yourself, center yourself. When you open your eyes, you're going to see blessings that you hadn't seen before. And you're actually going to find blessings in unexpected places. So that's really beautiful, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. But there is a sense of just things being a bit much. And the waters continue. The emotions continue to kind of rage for a little bit. But you're reining them in. Again, they calm down rather quickly. And you're reining them in because these horses here are made out of water. If you can see that. I don't know. There we go. And you're moving forward. Think of this as Poseidon, just kind of being master of the sea. Your passions, your creativity, what it is that you desire is leading you forward, okay? Is kind of your weapon. Your weapon is how you want to live your life, what you want to achieve, how you want to succeed. And you're reining in your emotions. And you are saying, I am moving forward in strength and in victory. This is boldly moving forward. Nothing is going to stop you. As long as you keep yourself centered, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and for some of you, it's going to be a little bit harder than for others, okay? Definitely feel that. But you center your emotions, you kind of rein everything in, and you keep yourself focused. And then you see that the veil has been lifted from your eyes. You are seeing things more truly, yeah, than ever before. And that could be why you need to step back. It's almost as if you were going along and you were just fine, and then you realize, and you have information given to you, or you see things, and you look at things, and you pause for a moment, and you look deeper into the matter. The High Priestess is justice and truth. And you look deeper into it, and you go, oh my gosh. And it's that veil has been lifted from your eyes. That's what I always say with the High Priestess. It's that veil being lifted away. And for some, it's going to be a little bit shocking, okay? Because it was, you had this one way of thinking, you had this one way of seeing things. And then it changes, and you go, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you want, at first you keep it to yourself. At first, silent waters run deep. And then, well, you still keep it to yourself, but then you were like, okay, no. I am seeing things truthfully. I'm not making up stories. I'm not blowing things out of proportion. I know what I want to do. I understand the situation better, because there's something that you are moving forward with, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, that is big for you. It is. It's as if you had to calm yourself, you had to center yourself, because you had this truth revealed. And remember the strength of yourself. Remember to connect with nature. That's going to recharge your batteries. It's also going to help center you. And you're moving forward in prosperity. The High Priestess is revered. So you're gathering truth. You're gathering understanding. And you might find that you also are kind of stepping back from other people, because you can see them for who they truly are. Not for the mask that they want to put on, not for that smiling face that they want to be perceived as, but for who they really are. And that's giving you a sense, that's giving you a power, actually. That's giving you a power, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it might not be for all of you, but for some of you, that is really going to be beneficial as you move forward in life. Because you're going to trust your instincts. You're going to trust kind of that sixth sense. And it is going to bring you the prosperity that you desire. Because Carowyn was she was a witch. A sorceress in Welsh mythology. She was able to create this cauldron of knowledge. She was able to create greatness. And that's what you're able to create for yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, by trusting your intuition, trusting yourself. Not sharing your knowledge with everybody else, but creating greatness for you. Because we have here the Five of Swords. And now this isn't you being selfish, okay? Definitely not. This isn't you running away from your responsibilities. This is you focusing yourself, Gemini, knowing what it is that you desire, and saying, I am going to be prosperous. I am going to be bountiful. And you know in your mind. Now, people are going to want you to fail. They are. They're going to sit there, and as you know your mind, as you're seeing things clearly, as you're kind of maybe even calling people out on their bull, you're not taking it anymore. You're not going to go along, smiling and calmly. You're boldly moving forward. Okay? Seeing things clearly. And these people are walking away. Swords crossed in supplication. In surrender. You won. Now, people say that this is the card that says, oh, you shouldn't be a sore winner. You shouldn't sit there and take everything being a bit of a bully. No, this is medieval people on cards, right? So, in medieval times, you have winners, you have clear winners, and you have clear losers. And when you lost, you could lose everything. You could lose your home, you could lose your life, you could lose your armor at the very least. The stakes were high and the stakes were real. It wasn't everybody gets a gold star, pat on the back, and says thank you for trying. No. This was life kind of to the extreme. You've won. You know your mind now more than ever, and you know that you are actually better than you ever gave yourself credit for, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You really are. You have a wisdom to you, okay? Because the swords represent the mind, and you've outwitted others, or given knowledge to others that they haven't had, or shown that you are smarter than other people in some way. In whatever way it is, in your mind, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, you've won. You are victorious. And this isn't you saying, oh no, I didn't win, oh, being humble about it. There's a humility to you, of course. There should always be. But there's also a sense of pride. And it may only be that you have this sense of pride in yourself. That you go from being underestimated to being somebody powerful and strong and bold. Because we have here the Page of Pentacles. Now, this could be an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. We have two. So it might be that there's a lot of earth energy in your life right now for October 1st to the 10th. But this reading is all about you. So this is also you embracing that earth sign energy, planting your feet firmly on the ground, knowing your sorrow, but being a student of your prosperity. Sitting there, you have learned, you have gathered, and you are. Always being a student of prosperity is something that should be continual. Always gaining your understanding, always learning more, how to succeed better, how to achieve more. Never really being satisfied with just staying level. Always pushing yourself a little bit. This isn't saying that you're going to the extreme, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, but this is saying that you are being a student of your prosperity. You're actually learning that you are a heck of a lot more prosperous than you ever thought you were, that you ever thought you could be. And this is also getting a message of prosperity. And that message is leading you forward. Follow those messages, because the pages are also messenger cards. You're getting messages that will help you be prosperous, that will help you be successful. Embrace it. Now, this could also be a younger, energied earth side in your life for some of you. For others, it is the messenger and it is the student. It is that you are getting messages and you are a student of your prosperity, and you're going from student to master, because you have the Queen of Pentacles energy here. And I love the Queen of Pentacles. For me, she is calm and she is serene. She's a person who's been through sorrow, but who embraces her prosperity. She doesn't give away her wealth. She shares her wealth, but she always makes sure that she has herself protected. Remember, queens and kings have the divine right, and emperors and empresses have the divine right to rule. And this is your divine right to be prosperous, to have wealth or something you value as much as money in your life. Also a sense of security, because Gemini's Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, there we go. You have a mercurial nature, right? You are the twins, you have a duality to you that is beautiful. But you also crave stability. You like things to be stable, stability. And that's what you're achieving in your life. You're achieving the prosperity to let yourself be curious, to let yourself go places, to let yourself see new things. But instead of relying on other people to bring this prosperity to you, you're starting to rely on yourself. And you're starting to see that maybe, Gemini, you undersold yourself for some time. And even though your emotions are raging at the very beginning, and I think that's how these 10 days start, you're seeing this power in you. And you're taking this prosperity and you're saying, you know what, I deserve it. I do. I am being a student of it. I'm learning what I want. I'm knowing what I want. I've been victorious when people thought I would fail. And now, as I said in the beginning, you are getting your double wish. And I love it. This is your soul's wish. And now, I know I've gotten the star card in other readings, and you might say, Dane, my soul's wish hasn't come true. Well, it isn't always that your soul's wish is going to come true within 10 days. It's that you're getting closer and closer to it. Remember the story of Branwen. The story of Branwen is that she was a princess, she married a king, she went to Ireland, and at her wedding feast in Wales, her stepbrother, or one of her brothers, insulted the King of Ireland. I believe he cut the ears off of all their horses and their tongues, which is super gross, but whatever. And so they were greatly insulted. They were given new mounts, and they were given a cauldron of plenty, a cauldron of renewal, I believe that was, because you put a body in it, and it took the person out, and they couldn't speak, but they could still fight, so your army would never die. What happens is that they have this cauldron, they go back to Ireland, and everybody thinks that she thinks that everything is fine. And her husband, the king, starts listening to his courtiers, his people around him, and they start saying, how are you treating her so well? Why are you treating her so well? Her family insulted you so badly. So she's cast out. He doesn't kill her, because in some stories he loves her too much to kill her, in other stories he wants her to suffer, and death would be too sweet. So what he does is he puts her to being a scullery maid, to working in the kitchens. And the cook gives her a box on her ears every single day. And she knows more sorrow and more suffering than she has ever known before. And that's when she teaches this bird how to speak. And she sends this bird to her brother, Brand Blessed, who's actually the Emperor card in the Llewellyn Tarot deck. And he comes and he saves her. I mean, this is a whole big story afterwards, but this is the exact moment. And I love to tell that story with this card, because this is the exact moment where you sit there and you have been down and you have been out and it has been hard. and you sent your wish out into the universe, out into the world, out into the divine. And they heard you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. They heard you. And it's starting to be answered. It won't always be answered all at once. Little bit by little bit. Bringing you your heart's desire. Bringing you what it is that you truly want. And then, on top of getting your soul's wish, you get that wish that everybody knows about. That wish that people go, oh my gosh, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant always wanted. It's going to be different for every single one of you. But it's going to be like honey melting on your tongue. And it could be that you always wanted it for 3 days. It could be that you always wanted it for 3 years. You know, it doesn't matter. Or for years upon years. But it's something that people know. And you start to get this bounty. You start to get this joy in your life, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And it is beautiful, and it is sweet, and it is prosperous. And it makes you feel calm and centered. Because I actually think it goes like this. Yeah. Yeah. You have the veil lifted from your eyes, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. You know your wisdom. You know your bounty. You kind of keep things to yourself. But you're seeing things truthfully. And because of that, there's a sense that your emotions rage for a little bit, and you need to calm yourself. You need to center yourself, and you need everything to calm down. Once everything calms down, once you step back, you see the blessings before you and in unexpected places, and you become a student of your prosperity because you can see things for as they truly are, not for how people want to be perceived or how, you know, situations want to be perceived. So trust your intuition, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. You become a student of what it is that you desire. You are also getting messages of your prosperity that help you move forward, that help you move past pain and sorrow. Because that's what the poppies represent to me. And as you're studying this, you realize that you're more victorious than you ever gave yourself credit for. Your mind is sharp and keen. You have a tremendous wit to you. You have a tremendous flexibility of language and self-expression, and you're embracing it. And you're moving forward in this prosperity. And people are walking away. You're actually going to find that the people that are no longer suited for your life, you know, suited for you, are starting to walk away. And you take that knowledge, that understanding, that you have won when others thought you would fail. And you move forward boldly, reining in your emotions, the doubts and the fears that might have started trickling in as you're seeing the truth of the matter. And you rein everything in. You focus yourself, Gemini. Focus is going to bring you success, but you focus yourself on what it is that you want. You hold your spears. You hold your creative passion, okay, for how you want to mold this world. And you embrace your prosperity. And you become closer and closer. And you get to be a master of your prosperity. With the divine right to live in prosperity, in wealth, in joy, and in happiness. For some of you, you might be getting a promotion. For others of you, you might start on a path to finding the job that you desire, okay? One that really brings you happiness, or fulfilling a long-held wish, something that you wanted to create to succeed at. You start, and you find out that you're better at it than you ever gave yourself credit for. For others of you, this prosperity is bringing peace and bounty into your home, peace and bounty into yourself. But you're embracing your success, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and don't doubt your success. Okay? You need to take time, you need to calm yourself, you need to center yourself. And then you start to see your blessings, and then things really start to move forward because you start to see that everything that you have been through has helped you learn, helped you gain your understanding, and has brought you success. Where others have thought you would fail, or maybe where you had thought you would fail, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And then your subconscious message, because you're getting your heart's wish, your soul's wish, and your joy, okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords as your subconscious message. And I love this because the Ace of Swords is especially prominent for you because you are an air sign represented by the swords in the Minor Arcana deck. And this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, giving you this gift of mental clarity, giving you this gift of expression of self, of bounty, of beauty, of abundance of understanding. And it's a gift that is especially attuned to what it is that you desire in life and what it is that you want. So it's a gift just for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. A gift that moves you forward, that brings you joy, that brings you a sense of clarity. So trust your mind, trust your intuition. You are going to be going far. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. It was a pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.